Alright guys, so I noticed there's going to be an attack, so I hold LB, see this guy coming in, so I take a gamble and put pressure on that pass. But before the striker receives the ball, I stop, set my feet and get ready for the save. If you take a look at the auto position as well, if I was to hold LB, I would be out of position by quite a bit there, and for me to reach that shot going into that far corner would be a lot harder to get, but my positioning was great. And if the pass wasn't going to be made, I would have just held LB to auto position back to my original spot and assess the situation again. Making saves in penalties is a lot harder this year. I have stood in the corner and flicked the right way and it's still gone in. To help you make a save in penalties, you need to flick in the direction, and if it's top corner or bottom corner, or if it is a middle of the net shot. And by doing that, you flick down into the corner of your right stick, or up into the corner of your right stick, or directly horizontal to make these penalty saves. It is a lot harder this year, so making a save in a penalty should be really rewarding, as you have 100% guessed the direction and the height of the ball. With that being said, even though you may have done all these steps, the shot may still go in. It is EA at the end of the day, and we got to account for some error and bugs here and there. And unfortunately, as goalkeepers, are hit with every single one of them. But with these steps, hopefully it gives you a good chance to make the save at least. Also, you want to keep an eye out for the head. You might see it move left or right sometimes. So if it's aiming to the left, they are more likely going to shoot into the left corner. So guys, in this clip, I'm going to show you why LB holding can result in a goal and why manually movement is really important. I do hold LB from time to time. If I think my positioning is not correct, I'll hold LB to put me into a better position. Then I will manually move once again. And in this clip here, auto position is telling me to push right to the edge of my 6-yard line, and the attacker strikes the ball and it's going to the far corner. And if I was holding LB, there's a good chance where my keeper would not have made that save. And because I was manually moving and I was more central and just off my line a little bit, I was able to move across and make the save. But again, using the LB button, there's a good chance where that goes in. So if you can really try and get used to manually moving with the occasional LB press, that would be perfect, and you'll see huge improvements. In this clip here, you're going to see my manual movement and how I move from left to right without holding LB. So a lot of people have been asking me how to make saves, when to flick your right stick. And in this example here, I'm going to show you when to flick your right stick. A lot of you are using Y and triangle to make saves. I wouldn't recommend doing that, as good strikers will find that out easily when they are passing the ball around and your goalkeeper is running in and out of the box trying to intercept every time they pass or attempt a shot. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd recommend trying your best to get the timing and direction right using the right stick. So I like to wait until the shot's been taken, and as the ball leaves the foot, I flick my right stick in the direction of the shot, and then I flick and hold the right stick in that direction. In this clip, guys, we're going to show you manual movement once again, and when and not to use it. We're not using LB here. We are now, since the ball is out of our box and up to their half. Now, as the ball breaks, I hold LB yet again, and the guy in the wing cuts in. There is 2 attackers coming into the box as well. He passes to the guy on the penalty spot, who does a little skill and breaks through to the edge. Now I have to use auto position to cover that near post as quick as possible, as I was manually moving and staying quite central in the box in case the original guy who broke into the box here runs down to the byline and does a pass. So I wanted to stay as square into the goal as possible, but when that guy did his skill, I knew I had to cover that near post a little bit more and be cautious holding that LB. In this clip here, guys, the ball goes over to the far side. I stay central because I'm expecting a cross. When this pass comes inside, I rush to the near post and get ready for that save. This is another example of manual movement. I'm doing circles with my left stick here. When that pass comes in, I hold LB for a second, then run across to make the save. So guys, in this clip, you're going to see manual movement and how to force the striker to shoot into an area that you are creating the space for him to shoot into. And when he does that, you flick the stick into that open area. I'm giving him that near post. I'm showing it to him, letting him think that it's open. And then I flick my stick to the right. In this clip here, guys, we have a 2-on-1. I'm manually positioning, but then I hold LB here just to cover that near post. The moment the attacker turns around, I know there's a potential cross. So I position myself in the middle of the goal, waiting for the shot. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I do appreciate it. Please give the video a like and a subscribe. It really does help me out. And comment down below your problems that you're having right now as Goalkeeper, and I'll do my best to get back to you. It could be in a video or as a comment reply. But I do have another Goalkeeper tutorial that I will have pinned in the comments and at the end of this video. It is a couple of years old, but the fundamentals of goalkeeping are still there. There's going to be a lot of similarities to this video, but I do go in depth a little bit more in the previous video. And yeah, like I said, there's going to be a few changes. It's a different name. It was obviously FIFA 23 back then. Now there's different play styles and things like that in this game. But in terms of movement, auto positioning, when to save the shot, the angles, what to do, that is still the same. But the only thing that's changed is the fact that it's a new name, same game, and we got play styles now instead of perks. But the fundamentals are still there, and all the tutorial tips will still work even for this year. So make sure you go check that video out as well. And I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much.